Welcome to a new video. I know it's been a long time. I'm sorry, I've had a lot going on, but I think I'm going to be able to start filming more often again. So today I've got hair care favorites, some things for wavy hair, some things for kind of all hair types. I've got a mixture of things here, but a lot of these are things I haven't talked about a ton on my channel. Some of them I've mentioned in recent videos, but I haven't done a whole video combining all my current favorites. Some of these I've talked about in the past and they're a little bit older, but I just wanted to mention them and reiterate how much I've been liking them, if I've been using them recently and all that. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's start with a couple of leave-in type products that I use when I heat style my hair or wear it naturally wavy. They're very versatile. The first is one that I think I mentioned in a couple of my last videos. I don't even want to say recent because it's been like a month since I posted, but it's the Pacifica Coconut Milk Detangle Elixir. This is from the coconut milk line. I've talked about the shampoo and conditioner. I still really love those. And I've tried one or two other things from the line, but this I think is what stood out to me. It's just a nice, lightweight, thin kind of spray leave-in. You can spray it in your hair. You guys know how I feel about products that don't spray out nicely. If it just comes out in a stream, it irritates me because usually I'm going to end up putting it into my hand anyways and then applying it. This has a nice mister on it, and I feel like something about this just moisturizes my hair so well without making it feel weighed down at all. I can put just this into my hair on my wash day and I'll have like pretty kind of defined waves that aren't like frizzy, and I didn't put a lot of effort into it. It's just this one product. So kind of using it like a leave-in because it is moisturizing, but you can totally use it to detangle your hair as well. I just really liked using it as like a base styler. Like I would use a leave-in conditioner, and somehow I feel like it really penetrates the hair and it doesn't just leave a coating on top like some moisturizing products can tend to do. It really gets in there and hydrates. This has been my go-to when I feel like my hair is really dry and just needs that extra hydration, because I feel like it actually makes a difference. So highly recommend this for anyone because it doesn't weigh your hair down at all. So even if you don't have super dry hair, I think you would still like this because it's still lightweight. But if you do have very dry hair, it's going to do its job probably better than a lot of other products out there. So this is definitely a more recent product to my collection, but I can't recommend it enough. And then the other leave-in I was talking about is the Lush Super Milk. I've mentioned this a lot recently, but I don't know if I've talked about it in like a full hair care video. Really, the reason this is so good is because of the smell. It's so delicious. It stays in your hair forever. Usually I can still smell this by the time it's my next wash day. And I do really like the product itself. It's moisturizing. It's not too heavy. The mister is pretty good. It's not the best I've ever used, but it's pretty good. I will sometimes put this in my hands still and just apply it like that. But I think what makes this product really stand out is the smell, because on its own, it's just a pretty average leave-in conditioner, I would say. It has this really delicious kind of like spiced lemon pound cake scent to it. That's the best way I can describe it. If you think of like a lemon pound cake that has like chai spices in it or something, and it's so delicious. I've worn it in the colder months, the warmer months, and it just always smells amazing. So if you want your hair to smell good and you like that type of scent, I wouldn't have thought I was really into sweet lemon scents until I actually smelled some that I loved. Now I'm obsessed with a sweet lemon scent. It's not too lemony though. It's more like vanilla and spiced, I would say. This is the longest lasting scented hair product, I guess, that I have in my collection. So I do get the hype around this one. I understand why people love it, and I am one of those people. So I always end up talking way too long when I haven't filmed in a bit because I'm just not used to getting through products as quickly. But I did want to mention, because I kind of forgot that this is also from the Coconut collection from Pacifica. They sent me a package and I tried some things not too long ago, so this was another one I really liked. This is their Big Waves Soft Hold and Volume Hairspray. This is what it looks like, and I know it looks like this would be an aerosol hairspray, but it's actually non-aerosol. It says it right here. Something about the technology, I don't understand it, but it does come out kind of like an aerosol mist would, like slightly different, because it's not continuous, but it comes out fine like that. And it smells really good. It's got that nice coconut scent that the products from this line have. So this is another one from that line I really like. I kind of forgot they were from the same line because it is like a different color, but I was so happy to find this because I think I might even like this more than my Bedhead hairspray. I feel like it isn't quite as intense hold, but it still gives me the hold that I need. It just leaves my hair a little bit softer, a little bit more touchable, but still keeps it in place. For my hair personally, I feel like it holds its shape better than some hair textures. And if I'm doing like a slicked style, I tend to use a sleek stick nowadays over a hairspray, which I have one here that I'll talk about that I've been loving so much. But for like heat styling, or even if I'm wearing my hair naturally wavy, this is just a really, really good hairspray. And I really love the packaging and just the technology behind this. Is definitely different, but I'm a fan. So if you're looking for a good non-aerosol hairspray, so the sleek stick I was talking about is from Briogeo. So they have this new line of like colorful products and I've really been enjoying it. I was going to post a short kind of rating the products and doing a little mini review because I had wanted to get up a full review video, but it just didn't happen, and now I feel like they've been out for a while, so I don't know if anyone really wants to see that. So I'll probably just post a short. Anyways, this is one of the products from that line. It's called the Style and Treat line, and this is their Yuzu and Plum Sleek Stick. It's pretty small, but you do get a decent amount of product in here. There are some little fuzzies on here. Hopefully you can't see. That's gross. But it's just like a kind of like thick paste almost, but it doesn't show up on your hair. It's just like this balm. I know that these are really popular now, so most of you have probably heard of these. A lot of different brands have them. I just really like this because it is so small. It's so easy to throw in your purse and I can touch up with it throughout the day, which is when I need something like this more so anyways, because when I'm initially styling a sleek hairstyle, I can put like a cream in it and it's fine, but then I get little flyaways later on, which I do usually use this right when I style my hair too, just to make sure there's no hair sticking up anywhere, and it works so well and it doesn't leave like a thick gunky texture on the hair. But like I said, it's really great for touch-ups too, and that's why I love it so much. It's just so small and easy to use. So I know there's a ton of these on the market and a lot of people talk about them. I finally hopped on the train. I'm so glad that I did because this is life-changing. It makes doing sleek styles so much easier, and I'm sure there are other options out there if you don't want to get this one, but I personally just really, really like this. So the other products from that line that I've been loving are this air dry cream. So this is their Style and Treat Yuzu and Plum Oil air dry cream. I guess they're all yuzu and plum oil. I wasn't sure if it was like different ingredients, but I think they're all the same. This is just their soft powder air dry cream. Interesting that it's called soft powder. I don't find it to be powdery. It's very creamy, kind of thinner, lightweight cream, but I do really, really like this. When I just want a cream that's more lightweight, it's super easy to put in your hair as like a base for other styling products. And I mean, there's not really too much to say about it. It is a little bit thinner and more lightweight even than the JVN air dry cream. So I use this one more combined with other styling products, not so much on its own. I don't really feel like it does enough on its own for me personally, but it's a good product. I have been reaching for it pretty often. I know that there are more of these like air dry creams becoming popular. I think Pacifica has one. I think they sent it to me actually. If that's what it is, I'd have to check in my cupboard. I can let you guys know how that one is once I try it. I think they're really great for all hair types. I feel like this is really good for most hair types, honestly. It's just a good styling cream, even if you have straight hair, just to kind of tame everything and give your hair some shape to it. I don't think this specific line is necessarily geared towards curly wavy hair, although I really like them for my natural waves, but I think they would work for different hair types. Although the styling foam that they have, I've really been liking this too, and I would only use this personally on my natural waves. I don't really know how you'd use something like this on straight hair unless you were trying to give your roots some volume, which it would work for that. This is a little bit more intense than some of the foams that I have. It's more like the Rizos Curls Curl Defining Mousse. So this is, in my opinion, kind of like a hybrid between a mousse and a foam, and that's how I feel about the Briogeo one. They're kind of in between a mousse and a foam. So they do a little bit more than a foam, but they're not quite as intense and stronghold as a mousse. And this is honestly the type of product that I have been going for the last while. If I'm going to reach for that type of a product, it's usually going to be one of these two, because I just love that in-between texture. It's not too little, not too much. And they work really well to add some extra volume and like fluffiness to your hair. So I recommend both of these. I think they're both really good. It just depends. You could do your own research on like ingredients or read reviews, whatever, but these are both good and I use them kind of interchangeably. So I don't really have shampoos or conditioners to talk about in this video because I still have been liking the ones that I've talked about on my channel before. I don't really have a bunch of new favorites. I will say I'm still loving the Kinky Curly Come Clean for my clarifying shampoo. This is the one I've talked about the most when it comes to a clarifying shampoo I like, and I just wanted to reiterate that this is still my favorite. I know the brand is Kinky Curly, but I would recommend this to all hair types because it's just a good clarifying shampoo that really gets all the gunk out of your hair and cleans it so well, and then you can go back in with a mask and add that moisture back in so your hair doesn't feel dry and stripped. Some of the more recent masks that I've been loving, so this one is not like a recent favorite. I've used this for years, but I've just recently started using it again. This is the No. 3 Hair Perfector. So it's like the bond mask that you use to repair damage in your hair, like color damage or heat damage. Personally, I still have like technically bleached ends underneath my dyed hair. So I've just been feeling like I need that extra help, and I've been getting back into using this after a couple of years of not having it. And then the other one, this is a pricey mask. This is from Spoiled Child. So this is the sister brand to Il Makiage, and they have like hair care and skincare. This is their S24 Rapid Recovery Hair Mask. This smells like orange, something. If you love the smell of orange, you would love this. It's like citrusy, sweet. It smells so good. But the mask itself just makes my hair so silky smooth. It makes it so easy to detangle my hair. Like all the tangles just brush right out when I have this in my hair, and it just leaves it feeling so soft, whether my hair is heat styled or natural. I just have really been loving this mask. I did talk about it in a mask video, I think, that I did not too long ago, and I still like those masks, but I feel like I've mentioned them a lot more, and this is one that I haven't mentioned as often, so it's a little bit more of a newer favorite than some of those. So just wanted to mention it in this video. It is kind of pricey, although I feel like masks always are. Like they're always a little bit of an investment, but I do feel like a good one makes such a difference in your hair. Finally, reading down for the last few products. I've mentioned this maybe the most in my recent videos where I've talked about hair care. The L'Occitane Dry Shampoo Mist. I'm running out of this. I gotta get a new one. But this is an aerosol-free dry shampoo mist, like it says. It leaves your hair a little bit damp when you spray it, which I've mentioned before. So if your hair is heat styled and it's very curly, you might have a little bit of an issue. You might have to go over your roots. But I think it's totally worth it because this does not leave any sort of white cast or film on your roots. It just leaves them feeling so clean and fluffy once your hair dries from that dampness, and just soaks up all the oils, and just, it's a magical product unlike anything I've used before. I highly recommend this. I would say the price is pretty on par with other dry shampoos at like Sephora, so you're not spending a bunch of extra money. If you're already using like the Living Proof one or something, that's the one I was using before this. Obviously those types of products aren't super cheap, but this is about the same price as those. So it was a great swap for me. I'm obsessed with this. I've talked about it in a lot of videos, so I'm not going to ramble, but highly, highly recommend. And then the gel that I've been using the most recently, because I still haven't repurchased a bottle of my Curlsmith Flexi Jelly. I really need to, but I just have so many hair products and it feels wrong, even though that's my all-time favorite gel, so I feel like it's justified. But this is the one that I've been using a lot recently, and I do feel like if you're looking for something more affordable, this is a really good option. Although I wouldn't say the Curlsmith one is too much more than this, but if you want something that's like easy to find at Target or somewhere local, then this is probably a better bet. It's the Kinky Curly Original Curling Custard. So I know it's called a custard. I feel like usually custards are gels that are a little bit thicker and they come in these tubs, but it's not like a creamy product. It's still a gel. It's just a little bit thicker, although I wouldn't say it's super heavy. It's just that a little goes a long way with this compared to some other gels that would be in a tube or something. I definitely use less of this than I would with like my Curlsmith Flexi Jelly, but I feel like I get very similar results when I adjust how much product I'm using. It's not the exact same, but it's very close, I would say, and it's a really, really good gel. So I think for me, this would be like a second favorite after the Curlsmith one. I've talked about other affordable gels on my channel. This one is a little bit more pricey for the drugstore. It's not like $5-10, but I do feel like it's better than some of the other ones. And I still like my Not Your Mother's Curl Talk gel, the Aussie gel. They're good gels. I just feel like the results that this and the Curlsmith one give me, I just prefer a little bit more. So that's why those are probably my top 2 right now. And then lastly, I have an oil. I've still been loving all the same oils, but this is one that I have been using a lot recently when I style my hair natural. I just prefer this on my natural hair, but it's the InnerSense I Create Shine Glossing Serum. And this just leaves a beautiful sheen to the hair, but also because it has really good ingredients, the oils in this just really like hydrate my hair and make it feel repaired almost. So I don't know, something about this. When I wear my natural curls, I just think it's really nice. And I tend to reach for it a lot, but I don't use it so much when I heat style just because I prefer something a little bit more lightweight on those days. But when I wear my hair naturally, wavy curly, this one has been a go-to. Again, it's pricey, but I do feel like it's worth it because this brand is just so high quality. Beautiful packaging, really good ingredients. So I do recommend this one, but there are obviously so many other options for oils out there. I've talked about it a lot on my channel, and you can always find recommendations other places, but I still love all the ones that I've talked about in the past. That's just a little bit of a newer one that I haven't mentioned as often on my channel. So I thought I would mention that, but I think that's going to be it for today's video. So I'm just going to end it here. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what else you want to see from me, and hopefully I'll see you back here very soon for another video. Bye.